Hello and welcome to this video. In today's tutorial, we are going to recreate this scene from Earnedits. As many of you may already know, I am now officially a member of Earnedits, where I create exclusive tutorials on how to break down edits, animate, improve your skills, and make money as an advanced editor. Not only that, but you can also use my exclusive coupon code on the Earnedits website to get 30% off every purchase you make there. Don't forget to check out the description. Now let's get started. We have done this scene, and this was the most, I think, time-consuming one. The rest is just going to be super straightforward. So going with this scene is just going to be super simple. We're going to just bring the coins in here. So these are going to be basically the coins that we want to use for this video. And right now, I'm not going to just turn them into 3D because we need to use a free plugin called Extrude. And the reason for that is if you apply the Extrude and then you want to pre-compose it, the effect is not going to work. So I'm just going to do it lastly when I have pre-composed everything. And then we're going to just go with creating the flower pots in here. So it's just going to be super simple. I'm going to just search for a flower pot. And let's just apply a tint effect to bring it to the black and white, and we can just add a drop shadow even to make it a bit better. So let's just set the distance to, for example, to 20, and then increasing the softness to 40%. This is just going to give us a better result. So this is going to be the flower pots, and then we will have this second flower pot. I'm going to just replace it in here. Okay, so these are just going to be the flower pots that we want to have for our design. And now let's just get on with animating these text because I think this is the exact moment that we need to animate it.
He's been selling.
So he's been selling. Okay, so how we are going to make it exactly like the text that we see in here. First, we need to change its color. And I think we can just add a simple stroke on that. And by adding a simple choker on this effect, let's just set it on 2. And then applying a drop shadow. I think if we increase the distance and the softness, we're going to just get similar to what we have in here. Okay. Now let's just animate it pretty quick. If we remove this stroke, yeah, we have to have this stroke in here. And I think it looks good. So let's animate it by going into animate menu. I'm going to add an opacity with the opacity layer selected. We're going to just, this time, let's just animate it like this. We're going to go advanced this time. And let me just see how the original text is. Okay, it has a sort of a little bit bounce in here. I like it. So let's just do that really quick. So we're going to go into advanced. And we're going to change the mode from characters to words. And once it's set on the words, I'm going to this time change it to ramp up. And with the ramp up selected, this time we need to, let's just increase the ease height to 50 and ease height to 100. And we can just animate it by using the offset menu this time. So first, let's just set opacity on 0. And this time we're going to just animate it with offset.
He's been selling.
Okay, this looks good. Now let's just find the Warren Buffett asset, which is, I think it was something like Baha. And we're going to just bring that into our reference really quick.
He's been selling. Even
Okay, then once it reaches in here, we need to push it down. As I have said, I'm not going to just add a camera animation with the coin animation yet. We're going to just go further. And then lastly, this is what we are going to do because it's just going to make it super easier for us. So with the layer, I'm going to just call it the Warren. So, and I'm going to select it. I'm going to go exactly like the keyframes when they are. I'm going to just push it down. This is going to be exactly like this much keyframes. And we're going to apply these standard easings. We're going to just make it a little bit quick.
even as
Okay, it's good. And then once we are in here, we need to add the border. Okay, so also let's just hide the text by adding the opacity keyframes.
even as
Okay, that looks great. Now let's just animate it, the blackboard that we have. So I'm gonna just find the blackboard. So this has to be its original position, sort of. But keep that in your mind. We can see that we have a zoom in. So I'm just gonna make this border a little bit less so that looks better from the original design that we have in here. Let's just for now hide the coins so we can just concentrate on the designing these elements in here. Also, we can just animate the flower pots along with the background. I haven't really done that, so let's just quickly design the overall background in here, which is going to be super easy. So if we push these layers to here, so this is going to be the Warren Buffett. Let's just for now hide the blackboard so you guys can see better. We will have a background in here, which I believe is just going to be the BG2. We are going to just scale it, pushing it beneath all of these layers that we have in here. Also, let's just cut it exactly so we can see when it's just going to start. And once we have it, I need to create another solid layer. I'm going to just press Ctrl plus Y. Let's just go all the way, I think about here should be good. We're going to just create another solid layer. Let's just rotate it for 90 degree. And once it's in here, we're going to just press P to reveal the position. 10 frames or 9 frames. I'm going to just set another one. So this is going to be the end position that I want it to be, or right above beneath the flower pots. And for the first frame, I'm going to just push it all the way down. Okay, like so. We're going to go into the graph editor and we are going to give it a sudden movement. So to make it a sudden movement, we need to have a graph like this.
he's been selling.
Okay, this is just good, but let's just make it faster even.
He's been selling.
Okay, this is good. But once we reach in here, we need to animate the flower pots. So I'm going to press P to reveal the position for both of these flower pots. And we're going to just go again about like 7 frames forward. So this is going to be half of the seconds. And we're going to just set a keyframe. With keyframes has been applied on this one, we're going to just push it towards right, this one towards left, and we are going to apply the standard easings on the graph editor. Let's just zoom in and do that.
He's been selling. Even
now let's just make them a little bit of offset. I don't know if the original animation has this one, but
he's been selling. Even
okay, that looks good.
He's been selling. Even
let's now push this layer beneath the Warren Buffett. And I do believe if we set the Warren Buffett, if we look at the original reference, okay, everything is just correct. I thought it's just a bit upper. We have that. Now we can just reveal the blackboard that we have in here. So with the blackboard selected, I'm going to just find a pin. And this is going to be the pin layer. So right now you can see that we have a black background. You know, if you have Adobe After Effects 2026, you can just apply the Umlaut effect. It's just pre-built. And this is immediately going to remove that. And with this layer, I'm going to just apply a drop shadow. And I'm going to increase the distance. I'm going to increase the softness. All right. This looks good. I'm going to just push it a bit above, like so, let's say about here. And with the pen tool selected, I am going to set these strokes into 10 pixels. Given it the black color, I'm going to just draw a shape like so. So let's just call it the black. This is going to be the string. And once everything is set, let's just create a null. And I'm going to set the null anchor point on middle, and I'm going to just place it exactly at this play on top of the pin. And we're going to just parent everything to here. So in that way, when I rotate, it's just we're gonna have a rig, and this is gonna just save us a lot of time when we want to animate it. Following the reference that we have in here, we need to start the animation exactly at this frame. So I know, let's just reveal these layers so you guys can see better. We're gonna just apply keyframe on the rotation. With the shift piece selected, I'm gonna just hold another one in here. And let's just set another one in here. So we're gonna just push it a bit towards here, and we're gonna just swing it like so. And once it reaches in here, we can say, I'm gonna just and now once it reaches in here, what we can do is that we can manually animate it. So to do that, we are going to sort of push it like so, and we are going to push it a bit beneath like so.
Even as the S&P 5.
But the movement are just super bad. We are going to adjust it really quick.
Even as the S&P 5.
Now with the last keyframe, which is in here, all I need to do is that I'm going to turn them into the linear keyframes, and then I'm going to just add the bounce expression at the end. So I have already attached it for the first lesson, and I'm going to just this is basically an expression that I can show you in here. So it's nothing fancy. If you even don't have this motion tools plugin, you can just hold alt and then apply this expression that is on the notes.
Even as the S&P 500.
Now we need to write the word S&P 500. This is going to be super easy to make. And then one thing that we need to do is that I'm going to just parent this one to the black board that we have in here. So it just follows the main movement that we have in here. And then if I just hide everything in here, you can see that I need to do a S&P 500 in here. You can see that we have an asset in here. So let me just add this also in here. So I have to go into the asset panel. Let me just find it. Yes, exactly. This is this one. I'm going to just bring it to the board. Let's just hide it so you guys can see better what we want to do in here. So this is the board that we have in here. And how we are going to do that is just, I'm going to first change it into a reverse color. And then I'm going to just use the multiply, let's just say screen, I think. It's just going to make it like what we want. And I'm going to just set it exactly on here. So it wasn't something complicated in here. And we can just use it to parent it to the blackboard as well. So we have this one as well. Now, even as the S&P
has been selling. Even as the S&P.
So let's just go into the S&P finding it, we are going towards the opacity, tuning down the opacity, and we are going to start with the range select start parameter.
S&P 500.
And let me just get rid of this keystroke in here, and we're going to go into advanced. If we set the smoothness on 0, it's just going to give us the typewriter effect.
S&P 500.
Okay, that's good. All right, you can see that basically until here, we almost have finished this second scene. So let me just go in here and find it. Now we will have just this amazing sort of what we call the magnifier effect that we want to do it. Well, this is just even easier to make. So we are going to, let's just, I think this is just only the magnifier effect. So I don't want to add the camera animation still yet. Well, to do that, I'm going to go into the circle tool. We're going to draw a circle like so, okay? So this is going to be the magnifier. I'm going to just, right now, I'm going to just do something like this so you guys can see better what I want to do is that. So this is going to be the magnifier that I have in here. I have just scaled it and everything looks super decent on this one, okay? And with magnify, effect has been applied. I'm going to just turn it into adjustment layer. So in order to create the magnifying effect, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to start with adding an optic compensation effect. And we're going to just give it about like 20% of distortion. And let's just set it on reverse the lens distortion as well. So this is going to be the basic. Now in here, if you want to make it better, you can add a quick chromatic aberration to create this sort of glitch effect that you want. So you can just set it on like even these parameters are just going to be good. And then the important effect that you want to add is the transform effect. So basically with the transform effect has been applied in here, you are going to set the scale on 130 30 pixels, and this is going to just scale it, okay? And then what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to duplicate this magnifier one more time. This time, I accidentally, instead of make it into adjustment layer, I have activated the fastbox, the what we call the blur function. We just want to set it like so, and let's just set the magnifier. And we're going to just remove all of the effects by pressing Ctrl plus Shift plus E. And then I'm going to just add a fastbox blur effect. And let's just blur it for like 80% in here. Okay, so this is going to just give us the fill that we want. Now, if I get back to here, you'll see that nothing is just going to happen because we haven't assigned a fill color. So I'm just going to turn off this stroke for this one. And I'm going to just apply a fill color. And immediately you can see that we now have a zooming effect happening in here. Now, in order to make it better, all I need to do is that I'm going to just create a null object in here. I'm going to just set the null on middle, but this time I'm going to just push it to the border of the magnifier that we have in here. So with the magnifying layers are selected, I'm going to just pan it to here. And we are going to animate it from a 90 to 0, like so. It was easy, right? And then I'm going to just set it like so, okay? Applying the standard easings, going to the graph editor and adjusting the graphs are super crucial.
Went up 80.
So it's just gonna, I hear.
Went up 8. S&P 500. Went up 8.
Yes, exactly. So when the shift is happening in here, all we need to do is that we're going to just get rid of this S&P 500 layer, and we're going to just create a new layer. We can just duplicate it, finding it something like this. Okay, I just want to see went up 80%. Okay, we are almost at the end of this scene, which was super exciting to make.